This regular meeting of the Trenton Parks and Recreation Board on January 13th, 2026 is called to order at 6:00 p.m. Will you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call, please.
Ms. Hale.
Here.
Ms. Butts.
Here.
Ms. Dirk.
Here.
Ms. Lucas.
Here.
Mr. Wazalowski.
Here.
Mr. Phillips.
Here.
Mr. Mello.
Yeah.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to excuse Ms. Hatter and Mr. Croucher. And those are the only two we've heard from, correct?
Motion. Second.
Motion to excuse was made by Ms. Lucas, seconded by Ms. Butts. Roll call, please.
Ms. Lucas.
Yay.
Ms. Butts.
Yay.
Ms. Hale.
Yay.
Ms. Dirk.
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski.
Yay.
Mr. Phillips.
Yay.
Mr. Mello.
Yay.
I'd also like to recognize our alternates in attendance this evening, Mr. Prophet, Ms. Fields. Okay, next on our agenda this evening is an approval of minutes. I'll need a motion to approve or amend the minutes of the December 9th, 2025 regular Parks and Recreation Board meeting as submitted. If there are no recommendations for changes, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion was made by Ms. Butts, seconded by Mr. Mello. Roll call, please.
Ms. Butts.
Yay.
Mr. Mello.
Yay.
Ms. Hale.
Yay.
Ms. Dirk.
Yay.
Ms. Lucas.
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski.
Yay.
Mr. Phillips.
Yay.
Next on our agenda this evening is presentations as we move right along. I don't see that we have anything of note under this category, so we will move to audience of public. If anyone from the audience would like to address the Parks Board, if you would step up to the podium, state your name and address, we would welcome your participation at this time. Okay. Appearing that there is no one that wishes to speak, we'd like to thank you for being present at our meeting this evening. Under unfinished business, number 1 is an update regarding the Veterans Memorial. Do you have anything for us, Ms. Moore?
I do not have an update to provide at this time.
Okay. Anyone else from the board have any information?
Don't have any information, but I would like for us to get some information on where we are with fundraising and also where we landed with, are we moving it, are we not moving it?
I do think that we should receive another fundraising quarter, I would think in January, as the last one ended in December. So we should receive something. I should have it at the next meeting. But I can ask regarding the location.
There's been a lot of discussion about that amongst the Veterans Subcommittee and elsewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I think pretty much kind of revisiting where we were at the last meeting, fundraising is definitely a priority for us. So just kind of having that update, and I understand that's a quarterly update, so I don't know if there's a way for us to get maybe unofficial updates any sooner or not. I know there's still been some conversation, and I would encourage anyone, if you know of someone who would like to be involved with fundraising efforts, we had talked about this a little bit too at the last meeting, golf outings or poker runs or rides or any other ideas that anybody, either in the audience, on the board, or the community might, that the community might have. We're definitely interested in people stepping up and getting involved, and anything that they would like to maybe spearhead that doesn't require necessarily the support of city staff, but if they would like to make a presentation or have ideas, always anyone that's willing to take charge of one of those ideas would certainly be appreciated, so we can move that forward. Anyone else have any comments regarding the memorial? Okay. Item number 2 under unfinished business is a discussion regarding the suicide prevention signs at Home Avenue Park and Community Park. I see that Ms. Morris provided us with a printout of what those signs look like. Did you have anything further to provide for us this evening?
The update I have is that staff has initiated ordering the signs. So there was 4 total. 2 signs to be placed at Home Avenue Park and 2 signs to be at Community Park. I did relay to Public Works as far as what the board's recommendation was, so they're aware. And they are working on getting the signs.
Okay, great. Thank you. I think I saw on Facebook where there was another, maybe one of the metro parks, they've started posting their signs as well, so that's good. Okay, item number 3 under unfinished business, updates regarding the Parks and Recreation rules and regulations.
So at the last Parks Board meeting, there was a recommendation made to make an amendment to an ordinance of Chapter 276. That went to City Council, and they have passed the ordinance. And that was where we had the 1 member being a council member, and then the only council members could sit for council member, and then we made it as an as-needed basis for adding new alternates. So there's not a limit on the alternates, it's as needed. So City Council did pass that. When the Parks Board Rules and Regulations document has been updated with the new ordinance, I will provide each member with that copy. A note I wanted to make under this is that I did give each member a copy of the Parks Board member contact list. 2 of the alternates that were chosen, Samantha Owens and Nathan Coffey, have decided to not swear in at this time. So Parks Board has 7 regular members, 1 whom is council, 3 regular alternates, which is Mr. Phillips, Ms. Field, and Mr. Root, and then 3 council member alternates. So that's where we stand as far as members of the board.
Okay. Thank you for that update. That's very helpful. Okay, moving on to new business. The first item that we have, the only item under new business tonight, is a discussion regarding selecting a 2026 chair and vice chair for the Parks and Recreations Board. So we'll open that up for discussion and nominations.
Personally, based on the fact that Paula has been doing the vice chair so well, and has now filled in since we lost our chair so well, I would move to nominate Paula for the chair.
If she's willing to do it.
If you're willing.
Okay.
I'm willing.
So I make a motion to nominate Paula for the chair.
I'll second.
Who seconded?
Tim.
Tim. Okay. We need a motion to appoint Paula Hale as the chair. Before we make the motion, let's move on to vice chair, I suppose, so we can do it all in one motion, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other nominations as to chair, and then also
I'd like
need
to
nominations for vice chair?
add Christina for the vice. Yeah.
Vice.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would, if you would be willing to do that, I would be in favor of nominating you as well, if you're willing.
Yeah.
I Is there any further discussion?
Nope.
Okay, we'll need a motion to appoint Paula Hale as the chair and Christina Lucas as vice chair for the duration of 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Ms. Butt, seconded by
Bob.
Mr. Mello, by Bob.
Bob.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Butts,
Yay.
Mr. Mello,
Yay.
Ms. Hale,
I don't know if I should abstain for myself, but yay for Ms. Lucas, if that's the most appropriate way to do that.
Ms. Dirk,
Yay.
Ms. Lucas,
Yay for Ms. Hale, abstain for myself.
Mr. Wazalowski,
Yay.
and Mr. Phillips.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Look forward to continuing to be members of the board and help lead the meetings. And we know everyone here is probably capable in their own right. So next on our agenda this evening is reports by the board or city administrators. So the only person we have on deck this evening at this time is Ms. Moore, Events and Volunteer Coordinator. Take it away.
Okay. So I had sent each member of the board my band recommendations for the 2026 year for Let Freedom Boom and for Fall Fest. And everyone has had a chance to listen to the bands. So we will start with Let Freedom Boom. I chose Jason Michael Carroll for this specific concert. He is a U.S. Army veteran, which aligns perfectly with the theme of America 250, in my opinion. He's a country star, very well known, just very, very well known. Most people know him by the song Alyssa Lies. And then once you start listening to his song, you realize that you know a lot more than what you thought you knew by him, right? So that's where I was with him. So I have been in contact with an agent. They are patiently waiting to see what we decide to move forward. So with that being said, I have since met with IBEW Local 648. They're very interested in being a presenting sponsor for this concert. With that in mind, I recommend that we move forward and go ahead and secure the Jason Michael Carroll Band, as availability is limited, and if we delay this till next month, we won't know if that offer still stands. It does align with the budget. I have checked. So we are in good hands there. I didn't look really for another artist. I just truly felt that Jason Michael Carroll really fit this concert head on. So, but I am open to hearing anyone's opinion and what they think, if he's a good fit or not.
How about we start-
I think it's a good choice, personally. I know him pretty well. Bring your tissues with the Alyssa Lies song, but other than that, yeah.
You can just go around giving them away.
Yes, yeah, we put a sponsor on them or something like that or something. But
What a great idea.
yeah, he's I think that's a good choice.
Okay.
I do.
Anything you'd like to share, opinion-wise?
I agree.
Okay. Christina?
Oh,
Just move
I
right
thought
on
you- I
down
thought
the
you were
line.
gonna-
We'll just move on down the
I
line.
agree. I mean, I love all the songs.
Mr.?
I
I had to look at your name. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
like,
fine.
Hurt?
You're fine.
Dirt? Hello?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you described it perfectly. I recognize a lot more songs than I realized as I went through, and they're very relatable and very fitting for the event. So,
Agree.
Okay, well, then at that juncture, we'll need a motion to recommend the band Jason Michael Carroll to City Manager Marcos Nichols, whom will authorize the signing of the contract.
I'll make a motion.
One second.
Motion was made by Mr.
Bob.
Mr. Bob.
Yeah.
Mr. Bob, and seconded by Mr.
Phillips.
Phillips. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mello,
Yay.
Mr. Phillips,
Yay.
Ms. Hale,
Yay.
Ms. Butts?
Yay.
Ms. Dirk?
Yay.
Ms. Lucas?
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski?
Yay.
Great. All right. Item number 2 on your list this evening is Fall Fest.
Okay, so with Fall Fest, it was a little different. I gave a few bands to look over. So one thing that we found out last year was that the City of Triton Facebook page cannot make a poll. So I went on my personal Facebook and I made a poll in Triton Talk. And I had gave different rock genres and asked the community for their input and what bands they're most like, well, what genre they would be most likely willing to go see at Community Park this summer. Surprisingly, alternative rock actually won the vote. So I had put alternative rock, post-hardcore punk, which that's a little bit younger generation kind of thing, but and then I did country rock and southern rock. So alternative won, country rock was second, and then southern rock was third, and then the punk was fourth on the list. So I began reaching out to bands, and I do want to say this just so the board knows, because I think that this was helpful information for me. I did reach out to bigger, well-known bands to try to kind of see where we stand as a city, if we could accommodate them, not only with our stage, but cost-wise as well.
Accommodations.
So some of the bands I reached out to, I mean, they were wanting 50,000. Honestly, I didn't even look into that. But there was a band that wanted 20,000, and I asked for their rider so I could see what they had to have, and our stage is too small for them. So I think that that is something we're gonna run into as the events begin to grow and we want bigger bands. Our stage is not going to be equipped for it. Something from Fall Fest that we have realized last year was that we didn't have enough, and I might say this wrong, we didn't have enough electricity to supply to the band for the our headlining band with all the lights and the action and the smoke and all that. So it was just kind of helpful to kind of know like where we stand in this ballpark right now. So I chose bands that were within our price range and also within these genres. So the alternative band is Stuck on Planet Earth. Very good band. I enjoyed listening to them. The only thing with them is they are from Ontario. So they're well known in their area, not well known in the United States. However, we know that that could change in a month. And Fall Fest is like 8 months away. So, sorry, excuse me. So Stuck on Planet Earth, as I said, they're a very good band. I did enjoy listening to them. They're our alternative option. And then country rock is Austin Meade. I don't know if it's Meade or Made, but he is an upcoming star right now. He's from Texas. So his genre, if you look him up, his genre is a little bit of everywhere. He has some songs that are country, some songs that are more rock, but he also has in between, so a country rock. So when I look up Austin Meade, his bio, he has he's known for his rock sound with strong southern hard rock and a country rock influence. So he's growing, he's getting popularity, really like his songs as well. So I think that he would be a good choice. And then the southern rock band is Goodbye June. Goodbye June is actually very well known. I did not know that until I found them. And I really enjoyed listening to their music as well. So something about them, and I did put this in the document, Goodbye June and Austin Meade, right now for 2026, they have at least January or April, I believe it is, where they're performing together. They like to tour together. And they have a deal that we could book them both for the price of 1.5. So the price for them both individually would be 10,000 apiece. If we do it together,
15.
it's 12,500 is what they would take. So for two very good bands for the price of one, really. So, and I'm open to hearing everyone's input on this. If we went with Austin Mead and Goodbye June, we wouldn't have to pick an opener because one of them would be the opener. And I did ask, so who's the opener and who's the headliner, right? So it depends on the venue. The venue decides.
Probably depends on who you ask too. If you ask Goodbye June, they'll tell you Austin Mead is, and if you ask Austin Mead, they'll tell you Goodbye June is.
Yeah, yeah. And they did tell me that Austin Mead tends to headline more often than Goodbye June does, because Goodbye June's more well known. And when you listen to their music, they're very energetic. And I'm just watching their videos of them, they're very energetic the whole time, so. I don't know who would be the better option for a headliner, honestly, but I do think it's a very good deal for us. So does anyone have any input on those rock bands?
We'll start down here with Ms. Butts.
I like the idea of the combo.
I do too.
Money-wise,
Yeah.
and, you know, if we don't get the combo, we have to get
I agree.
opening band, which would probably be more than the 2,000. So, I mean, and that was the number 2 and number 3 choice from the people who entered the poll. So
Yes.
I think it's a win-win.
I would agree. Duo, we got them both. We're good.
I agree as well. I appreciate you putting all of this together, and the opportunity to have the time to listen to them in advance. I was kind of sharing with them before we started that, personally, I'm not inclined to lean toward alternative music, and I was pleasantly surprised with what I heard. So I don't think we could go wrong with any of your recommendations.
Right.
But I too think that Austin Mead and Goodbye June, not just because of the cost, but I think that, between the two, they fit what our community has expressed that they're looking for. So.
Oh, I agree.
Same for me, I like both of them. Price-wise, a good deal too.
Any further discussion then?
Not for me.
We will need to choose who's the headliner.
Oh, we will?
We need to choose actually, unfortunately, because when we sign the contract, they have to know that they're performing. So, yes, so we will need to take the
Well, if
poll on that.
If Goodbye June's more known, more popular, they should be the headliners.
I agree.
Sorry, Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they really don't mind, then.
If they don't mind, if they're getting paid, I don't think they're really
I mean, and even,
Strong, so you-
it kind of seems like they're used to doing that. Like
Yeah.
Austin being the opener and then Goodbye June
Yeah.
being the headliner, so.
Especially since we're having the country guy in the summer anyway. That'll kind of, I know that Austin means kind of country, but then the Goodbye June, that'll kind of get us away from that and something different, so. A different flavor.
Yeah. That was good insight.
Audience have any input, comments, anything you'd like to share?
That's not your alias, is it, Austin? Don't want to offend you.
It's a stage name.
Okay, well
They
then
give you a
we,
guitar.
we'll need a motion to recommend Austin Mead and Goodbye June to City Manager Marcos Nichols, who will authorize the signing of the contract.
Motion.
Second?
Motion by Ms. Lucas, seconded by Ms. Butts. Roll call, please.
Miss Lucas,
Yay.
Miss Butts,
Yay.
Miss Hale,
Yay.
Miss Dirk,
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski,
Yeah.
Mr. Phillips,
Yay.
Mr. Bella.
Yeah. I'm excited.
All right, well, Seems like we needed a real challenge for our first meeting of the year. So let's move to movies in the park.
Yay.
Okay. So for movies in the park, and I mentioned this, I think, at the November meeting. Personally, I think that the newer movies were much more well attended at the park
Yes.
than the older movies. So I think September and October we had older movies, and the first 3 we did not. So that was one thing that I definitely realized. I think that we should continue to go with older movies. So for 2026, they have a few new releases, and they have releases all the way out until October, where they're releasing these movies. One thing that I learned last year, so Mufasa was a new movie. When we went to contract with them, Mufasa was not being promoted yet on their end, so we can't promote it until the movie is released. So I chose movies that are released earlier rather than later, because we can't start promoting them until they're released. So for 2026, there was 3 movies. Zootopia 2, which I personally think that one would go over extremely well. Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good, and then David. Those are coming out within January to March, so it'd be okay to start promoting it then. For the 2025 releases, I did their most rented movies for 2025. That's how I filtered it. So that was Lilo and Stitch, the live action, Superman, How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, a Minecraft movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, Sketch, and then Elio. And then I also put on here, in case we wanted more options, still popular but not new, Elemental, Frozen, or Cars. So I do want you guys to know this, where we rent our movies from, there is a lot of options. I possibly couldn't print them all out for us to go through them all. So I just chose the top picks. This doesn't mean that, I could go back and look at different movies. I could pull a whole new list if if some of these movies we don't want to move forward with. I think last year we had put a post out on Facebook asking for like a genre that
Yes.
the community would like to see. I can do that again, I'm not against it, but this city page won't do polls, so it's just a post where people would comment on it instead of a poll.
I feel like this is a good list to choose from,
I agree. That's pretty. Nailed it.
as always.
Yes.
Thanks.
We can count on you to do your homework, and we appreciate it very much.
Well, a lot of these movies I've seen a million times with my kids, so.
Right.
I was just Googling Elio because I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Elio is a good one.
I'm not
Looks like
familiar
it's
with
a-
Elemental either, so.
Like a kid with
And we need how many?
4.
like a. So Elio is an underdog with an active imagination, finds himself beamed basically into galaxies from the far, and he has a little friend in the galaxy. It's like a caterpillar. So.
Okay, this is where those of you with kids speak up.
Okay.
I know which ones I would like, but
Well, I know Minecraft is huge,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say Minecraft.
I mean, with the
Everybody's a
kids,
Minecraft fan.
yeah.
It seems like.
I mean, I don't know about the movie much, but I know my granddaughter loves it. So
I would say going in, like, new releases, any of the new releases, I've seen all 3. Any one of those are great.
yeah,
Wicked, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of kids up dancing and
It is huge
things like
right
that.
now.
It is,
Yeah.
it's big.
But
Um,
here's the thing, I don't know if Wicked will be big 7 months from now.
Come June.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll
I don't know. I mean,
it'll
I
be
don't know,
it'll be good.
I think it'll
it
still
will
be
be.
big.
but- okay. And we could do a princess theme.
Yes.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Wouldn't that be cute?
So you have Wicked. My other choice would be Minecraft.
I think Zootopia would be really, really popular.
Mhm.
I think so too. And
For all
I
ages.
personally think that How to Train Your Dragon movie, I don't know if you've seen it, that was a really good movie.
So we need 4 of them, you said?
Yes.
No Superman, huh? All right. That's pretty boring, actually, I thought, so.
Kelsey, do you think I could share about the voting and see if that would be something logistically we could do for
Yeah.
the 4th? So I emailed Kelsey and asked maybe if we could do like a community's choice for the 4th, like the last movie
last
of the
one?
year. But that we could vote today on our like top 2 to 3 that they would vote on for that. And I didn't know we couldn't do a poll, but if we could do like online and in person, we could do on our social pages, like a survey link or a post. And I originally had asked if we could do in person at park events, but because they need to be submitted by like late February, early March, we won't have any park events. So I thought about maybe reaching out to Midpoint Library if we were interested in it and having a voting box there at the
Kids
front.
there.
That's a great idea.
Those families are, already engaged in community
Yeah.
programs and in community events, and I'm, because I'm proposing it, I'm there weekly for events and stuff anyway. I wouldn't mind asking, and I think it's just a really like low risk. Even if there isn't a lot of engagement, I think it could be worth the chance of increasing engagement and awareness in community activities and events. There's not like too much of a loss to it other than not having, as many votes as we had hoped for. And I think that could be done in a short enough time window to give you like anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month. I mean, to give you plenty of time to have all the results and get it all submitted together, so.
That's a great idea.
I just want to say that is a really great idea because personally, I don't think that putting things on Facebook is the best way around it. I mean, we can only go to Trenton Talk, and Trenton Talk consists of 30,000 people in this not 30,000 town. So you're getting other people's opinions, but I like that idea, doing it in person at something that's made for kids. That's awesome.
I wondered too if, since we shared the Christmas tree lighting with Parent Square, which is like our school communication app, if they would be willing to share that we're doing the voting and wear like a flyer kind of thing on Parent Square to get out to the same demographic, all the families of our community that, we're doing this and here's where you can vote kind of a thing. And I'm willing to take up the Midpoint piece, but I thought if anyone was interested in or like really involved in a local business, I think it could be as easy as setting it up at a cash register and kids can circle the picture even of the movie and drop it in on the way out. So just an idea if you feel like more than one location, if you wanted to do it, would work better. So
I think that would be fantastic.
Great ideas.
I do too.
So you're thinking of us choosing like
Give them like
3 and then giving them 4 to choose from for the
The last one?
last one?
yeah.
I like that idea.
I do too.
Do you think that we would need multiple businesses, or do you think the library would suffice?
I don't think it would hurt either way.
I could pass it on to basketball on Friday nights,
We could
Wait.
pass it down to
Saturday
Casey.
mornings.
I was about to say I can volunteer.
There you go.
I'm trying to think of places that
Where the kids are.
frequent, not.
Which usually the schools with the school activities, but.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Skyline would be easy, or like, I mean, Wits
FFA?
is only open on the weekends,
Todd's.
but
Yeah, I go Todd's. I do Todd's. These
But the kids are in it.
Make a store around here is Todd's right now.
Keys to your dream?
I mean, you can
and my
do-
child goes there, I could ask her that too.
Would we limit it to kids voting, or could it be anyone that
It could be anyone.
I think
Anyone could
anyone.
vote.
I mean, if we had like the flyer and we chose like this Friday, I could pass it out to a lot.
I think marketed to kids, like having a picture if they don't even have to be able to read. Just because, like, I don't know, for me personally, my kids are great at, if they really want to do something, I will not forget. They will tell me 80 times, before. So it's, I think kids can remind parents about these coming up and, get excited.
That's a great idea. I like that.
I do too. I think it's also a great way to engage businesses and locations within the community,
And in a voting
then we're not
process.
asking them for something more than the opportunity to
Mhm.
place the voting box or
Yeah.
whatever we call that, ballot box.
Ooh, hey, I do have, two acrylic, yeah, sorry, two acrylic voting boxes, actually, so I can give you that, so you don't have to make one or anything,
Awesome.
so, just for mine. Acrylic box. Yay!
I've noticed in the past, and I don't know how you're gonna set this up or what kind of flyers you're gonna have, the pizza delivery places. put
Yeah,
them on the
candy's
top of the
normally
box.
pretty good.
And anyone who orders a pizza is gonna get a flyer.
Yeah, I
Great.
think Domino's is really good at that.
Mhm.
We've used Domino's in the past. Actually, I might have done all of our concerts.
You did.
The only downfall I'll say to that is the amount of paper, because Domino's is very busy. I mean, they could give away 1,000, I think, in a night. So, that's the kind of like the only downfall is you have to limit it, because it will get costly, but I like that idea of putting, and I know like State Street Coffee, Diane, she would put flyers out for us too.
I know Papa John's is pretty good about supporting, like they talk about it in the shop and things like that. All of our events.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to
Choose the top
choose the first three, or how would you guys like to move forward with?
Yeah, I think we need to do that.
I think
Pardon?
We need to do that, I think. Choose the first three and then choose the ones that the other
Then that
people,
way
the
by-
fourth ones, yeah.
by our
We should
next
give order to
meeting, we could have that last movie option. Your team
You're
not
gonna,
good there?
you're gonna be okay
She was
down there?
drinking.
My team.
Drink out of the wrong cup.
We're gonna
No,
start
it's-
checking that before we start.
Just drink tea grounds, that's all.
I don't think you can go wrong with Wicked, so
Okay, so top movies.
I think Wicked would be.
So for top three, I had Zootopia 2, Wicked for Good, and then a Minecraft movie. Would that be everyone's top three choices, or is there a different?
I'd be okay with
To
that.
me.
Which one, what's the last one?
Minecraft. You know what that is?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know these movies, man, he's too young for me.
And then we need, what do you
We have
think?
to go watch it.
To choose
Go
from?
watch it and see.
Community to choose
I'll be
from?
making popcorn, I'm gonna have time to watch it.
I thought anywhere from 2 to 4.
And then I think for like the community to choose, you would have, we could do Lilo
Yeah.
and Stitch, Superman, How to Train Your Dragon, or Jurassic Park. Jurassic World, sorry, not Jurassic Park.
Well, I think we should only do one dragon movie. Okay, well, now that other one's dinosaurs. Scratch that. I'm sorry. That was.
Yes.
Good grief.
There's a
There's a
difference.
big difference.
Don't get them
That's
confused.
all right.
The kids will let you know.
That's funny. I don't know if anyone's seen that sketch movie. Has anyone seen that? That one I feel like could potentially be scary to kids. If- Yeah.
Jurassic?
See that, yeah.
Sketch.
Jurassic, and that was another thought I had. Jurassic could
Teens
potentially
come to
be
life.
scary as well.
But
What
it's
would be
so
scary?
popular.
Yeah.
Jurassic World?
It's very popular.
Jurassic and
Dinosaurs.
then sketch. Those
Right.
both could be more along the lines
Dinosaurs.
of scary to younger
Sketch
kids.
is about the girls' drawings, right?
Yes, yeah. And they
I don't-
turn into big monsters that tear apart the world and stuff.
With my,
And we only have one cartoon, is something to think about too, right now, selected.
Sure.
Zootopia and Minecraft, right? Those are both cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this would be the Minecraft cartoon, not the,
not the anime.
Yeah,
oh.
sorry. I didn't know there was a. Well, now you have me second guessing.
It's like Jack Black is the new Minecraft movie. That's what I was picturing. My kids were into that.
Let me see, I can pull it up real fast.
Jack Black, I'd be okay with that.
It's pretty funny.
I'm sorry, is that on?
It's
Did,
like
is that, I'm gonna go back on, right?
Yeah, I would say that's the one I knew the least about from these. They weren't really interested, but
Lilo and Stitch was only 2025. It seemed like it was longer than that.
It feels like it's
It
been
does say
It's
Jack
the,
Black, but the picture was
live action.
animated? I don't know.
Oh,
It's not.
it's not the original.
It's
Okay.
not?
It's
Mhm.
like a,
Oh.
yeah, just, I have part of the movie right here. It's like, adult, like, it's not fully cartoony.
they're in like a cartoony world, but it's the
Yeah.
it's the actual actors. But they're in like a Minecraft pixelated kind of looking
Yeah.
world.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that looks hilarious. Okay.
Okay, so far we have How to Train Your Dragon as one for them to vote on. What else do we? Leo? I love Lilo and Stitch.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
I agree with Lilo and Stitch.
And then I
'Cause
would say
know
maybe
that.
throw in Frozen or Cars, and
I don't want to do Frozen just because of Wicked.
maybe
I do
Cars.
Isn't there a Cars 2 or something like that?
There it is.
I think they have every Cars
Yeah.
on here to rent. I think there's Cars, Cars 2 and Cars 3. So for the community input, we have Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon, which those are both live actions, so maybe we should choose a cartoon.
Just to keep it,
I was kind of wondering, did we determine that a Minecraft movie is a cartoon?
It is
No,
not.
it's
It is not a cartoon,
It's live
okay.
act, yeah. And
My
Cars?
kids liked Elio.
I think
The newer
Elio
one.
would be a
Yeah.
good one.
It's very cute.
I think personally either Elio, Elemental, or Cars would be the other choice.
We're doing 4 of those, right?
I'm not familiar with elementals, so
not either.
Your kids like
I'm not familiar with David
Yeah,
either.
it's kind of.
I'm
David's-
not familiar with
David's the Bible one.
The
Yeah.
characters
It's what?
look like that,
Bible one.
but it's not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I
It's
was
where he
going to
sleeps
describe it to
beside
you.
Goliath.
Uh-huh.
It just came
My
out.
kids watched
Okay.
it several times.
It's a Christian one. It's a religious one.
Yeah, I thought so too. The new one was.
Angel Studios has
That's
Skytree
Inside Out. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Inside.
Yeah, that's
Elemental kind of reminds me of the Inside Out
Yeah.
characters. Because it has about the hot-tempered Amber meets the emotional heart on his sleeve wave.
Well, since David isn't available until March, might that be another
Vote.
good alternative for us to let the community vote on? If we're
Could.
going with 4?
And it's animated.
Pardon?
It's animated.
You could do your anime, right?
Was David animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Yeah, it
that I
is.
know of
It
is.
animated.
And it's a lot of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did we decide on the 3 that we have yet?
I think maybe, if I've been keeping up with everyone, that Zootopia,
Wicked?
Wicked, and the Minecraft movie were the 3.
Okay.
Yes.
3 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
If that-
David, Lilo and Stitch, and How to Train Your Dragon is what I have
Oh,
for
we got
community
David from across
options.
that
Did we
town.
want to add a 4th?
Yeah, that's the one.
I had noted
Public.
Elio as
Oh,
one of the
vote on.
potential ones to vote on. So is 4 too many? Or you think
I
that's
don't-
a good
I
enough
don't think so.
variety? I mean,
I would just say no more than 4.
definitely no
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
4.
No, I think 4 is
I'm
good.
kind of wondering if 3 is probably the right
If we're
number.
worried about not getting, about numbers for votes, maybe 3 would get us
Yeah,
a better
yeah.
concentrated amount, but
I mean, I'm okay with any number as far as community choice is concerned, but I agree with not having too many options.
Yeah, I think 4 is good. Most of
I could go
them
by
kids are gonna have
tomorrow, too,
opinions
and ask-
anyway, what they want.
Put a poll out on my page and ask that way too.
So we want to knock it down to 3? I think we should.
Yeah, so. Not do LEO or elemental.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of,
They were saying knock it down to 3.
okay.
So we're down to David, Lilo and Stitch, and How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, that's 2 animations and 1 live action.
That sounds good to me.
Two live action, one
So,
animated.
Lilo and Stitch
David,
is
How to
live
Train Your
Yeah,
Dragon.
Lilo and
Okay.
Stitch and How to
Lilo
Train
and
Your
Stitch, right?
Dragon.
I keep
Yes.
thinking all of them.
Okay, let me
So we do 3, okay.
get these down so that I can,
Does that work for you guys down there?
It does. Works for us.
How about you guys?
You will now.
The lines for the live action Lilo and Stitch, a lot of people don't like the remake of the live action because it doesn't stitch the original story. That's not if I have Lilo and Stitch.
From
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch?
Okay.
Good to know.
Animated,
What
maybe.
would be your choice? Coming from a student.
And I said I would go with every Friday we have a movie night in the video center and we do a lot of old movies like Cars and Frozen and everyone absolutely loves it. And it's everyone's sitting there watching this. I don't think it's a bad option if I go to every movie of Cars. It's very popular, so.
So take Lilo and Stitch away.
So David, How to Train Your Dragon, and Cars?
Sounds good.
All the kids have all of these movies at home.
more cartoons, yeah.
I'm
more
just thinking
animated.
from student
Lilo and Stitch
aspect.
out.
Absolutely.
sure.
And
Thank
put
you.
Cars back.
Yeah,
Put
Liz,
Cars back on.
appreciate it.
One of the
So
cars.
did you get that, Kelsey?
Yeah.
I think I have it, so correct me if I'm
Because it's a
wrong.
live action and it's
So here's a draft version of what we would need a motion to recommend, and we've not put these in any order date-wise at this point, but we'll need a motion to recommend the movies Zootopia 2,
Yep.
Wicked for Good, and David as the 3 movies.
No, Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Oh, yeah, oh yes, I'm sorry. That is what I have written down, actually. Zootopia, Wicked for Good, and Minecraft to make the first 3 recommendations. And then David, Cars, and How to Train Your Dragon to put up for vote for community choice for the 4th movie. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll need someone to make a motion, please.
Next motion.
Motion by Ms. Lucas, second?
Okay, second.
Second? Thanks. I keep going back. I am so sorry. And Ms. Dirk,
We'll get it.
roll call, please.
Ms. Lucas,
Yay.
Ms. Dirk,
Yay.
Ms. Hale,
Yay.
Ms. Butt,
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski,
Yay.
Mr. Phillips,
Yay.
Mr. Mello.
Yay.
So I did look at Cars, they have original 2 and 3. So, should we choose one?
I was gonna say, can our student give him?
I think originals are the most well-known.
Okay, all right.
Student aspect's always great.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for
I agree.
Yes.
participating. And
Austin?
you guys thought I was kidding when I said the most difficult task of the evening was
I
to
know.
boost
It's
movies
hard.
in the park. There is a lot of thought that goes into
We brought
that.
some kids in, they'd been over in about 5 minutes.
Probably so.
Well, yeah, because
Right, or they'd want to see them all, and then we,
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah,
yeah, but.
That was a great idea, though.
yes.
Yes.
Should ask your kids what they want.
All of them.
I already know. I know what we should do with the lane side.
That's great. And, a lot of people don't understand, not just the thinking about selecting movies, but some people just don't even realize that we actually have to contract for these and the cost associated with it and things like that. And then, last summer you set the bar just a little bit higher with accompanying activities, which really lent itself to,
That was fantastic.
yeah.
Are you gonna have that stuff? in
Looking
between
forward to
like
seeing what you
last time
come up
before the
with for
movie
that
starts?
this year.
What you both just talked, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
said I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with.
Our
this year.
themes,
Yeah.
with that, I have a question.
Yes.
We're doing sponsors for movies? For our theme baskets or donations?
For the raffle baskets, is that what you're asking? Yes, I will most likely do that again for the events because it did go over very well.
Okay, so you need no donations.
Yes, I will. I need to wait until I have the flyer of the movies and all that stuff together, so I'll start working on that stuff now. We do have dates for the 4 movies. What I will do, and I think I mentioned this before, so the sun sets at different times throughout the summer. So all of these movies and all of these activities will start at a different time. It looks like the latest sunset will be in July, dusk being at 10 o'clock, so the shortest movie will go here. So that's how that would work. Instead of us just going off the bat and choosing what movies go where, we're going to do what is the shortest for the latest sunset and vice versa.
And there's going to be June, July, August, and September.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Any more conversation around movies? Okay. That takes us near the end of our meeting. The date of our February meeting will be February the 10th, 2026 at 6 p.m. We will need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Butts, seconded by Ms. Lucas, that we adjourn. Roll call, please.
Ms. Butts?
Yay.
Ms. Lucas?
Yay.
Ms. Hale?
Yay?
Ms. Dirt?
Yay.
Mr. Wazalowski?
Yay.
Mr. Phillips?
Yay.
Mr. Mello?
Yeah.
We are adjourned at 6:53 p.m.
A lot done.
So she won that job.